My dear Yellowbrow, do you drink?
Yes, I do a little.
Do you know the Buddha strongly condemned drunkenness?
If the Buddha said so, I shall quit drinking.
Do you like to eat delicious foods?
Yes, I do.
Do you know the Buddha said that one should not care too much about what they eat?
Then I shall stop liking it.
Good. What about women?
A little.
Do you know that the Buddha doesn't approve sexual desires?
Well, I shall not love them any longer.
Wonderful. So my dear disciple, will you be ready to sacrifice your life for the ultimate nirvana?
Of course! Who needs such a life?
Winter ended, and spring returned. It has been many years since Wukong met his mentor and three fellow disciples: Zhubajie, the former commander-in-chief of celestial sailors; Sha Wujing, a former celestial general; and White Dragon Horse, a Dragon King's son who transformed into Tao Monk's steed. Like Wukong, the other three disciples also committed various offenses and were sent to the pilgrimage by Bodhisattva Guanyin to atone for their sins. The mentor and disciples, with a good mood brought by the green grass and the colorful flowers they saw, now stood at the foot of the mountain, which was so high that it touched the sky. On the mountain there stood a magnificent monastery surrounded by divine light and the colored clouds. The town monk respectfully walked to the entrance, thinking it must be a sacred place. However, Wukong sensed something evil about the auspicious atmosphere. At the entrance, the team saw a gate labeled the Thunder Monastery, which the town monk thought was the true destination of this pilgrimage. Wukong corrected him. It was actually Lesser Thunder Monastery, but the town monk still insisted that there might be a Buddha living here. Ignoring Wukong, the town monk entered with Bajie and Wujing, where they observed a large gathering of seemingly divine figures: arhats, bodhisattvas, and monks. Although Wukong immediately realized it was a false display meant to ensnare them, it was already too late. The Demon King, Yellowbrow, dropped a pair of enchanted symbols, enclosing Wukong entirely from head to toe. Falling for the illusion, the town monk and his other two disciples were also easily captured. Wukong struggled to break free from the symbol. He called upon divine protectors sent by Guanyin to assist him. These deities tried to lift the symbol so hard but failed to open them. They in turn invited the 28 constellations to rescue Wukong. One of the constellations, Anjin has an idea. She shrinks her horn to a needle size and inserted it between the symbols. And Wukong drilled a hole in the horn, made himself the size of a mustard seed, crawled into the hole, and thus escaped the symbols. Out of anger, Wukong shattered the symbols with his staff. The sound awoke Yellowbrow and his minions. After a fierce battle with Wukong, Yellowbrow easily captured Wukong and his celestial allies with a powerful magical bag. Wukong shrank his size, slipped out of his bound, and set his mentor and companions free. He then came back to retrieve the town monk's Kasaya robe. Yes, the very Kasaya that Jinchi and the Black Bear desired in the first chapter of the game. He was very pleased when he saw it, and he made another mistake. He accidentally dropped the Kasaya and again woke up Yellowbrow. Wukong barely escaped the Yellowbrow's magic bag, but his mentor and the friends all fell into enemy's hand again. Wukong realized additional help was needed. He first visited Quanwu, the god of north, who sent his snake and turtle generals. Wukong then went to Mount Xuyi. The lord of the mountain, Bodhisattva Guoshivang, sent his disciple Prince Zhang and 4 captains to help Wukong. But all of them was still no match for Yellowbrow, or should I say, his magic bag. While Wukong was sighing and crying in despair, he surprisingly saw Maitreya, the future Buddha, stopping by. Maitreya told Wukong that Yellowbrow was his little disciple, who escaped with his mentor's 2 divine vessels, the symbols and the magic bag. Maitreya wrote the word stop on Wukong's palm as a spellbinder and told him to pick up a fight with Yellowbrow. When Wukong showed the word in his palm, Yellowbrow's vessels were sealed, and he could only fight Wukong with his mace. Wukong fled and lured Yellowbrow to a melon field. Feeling thirsty, Yellowbrow asked the melon farmer to pick a ripe one for them. He immediately felt a severe stomachache after swallowing the melon. It turned out that the melon farmer was Maitreya transformed, and the melon he swallowed was actually Wukong, who was now making trouble in his stomach. Yellowbrow fell to his knees, begged for mercy, and finally captured by Maitreya, while Wukong released his mentor, fellow disciples, and divine allies, and the team resumed their journey again. This is the content of Chapter 65 and 66 of Journey to the West, and the background story of Black Myth Wukong Chapter 3. It went out with the style of traditional Chinese mythological novels. Bad people or demons steal divine vessels to hurt the good ones, and the protagonist has to find the owner of those vessels to subdue the enemy. The highlight of these two chapters is the kaleidoscope of folk culture and the religions in ancient China. The 28 constellations are an important part of Chinese astronomy. Ancient Chinese astronomers divide the sky ecliptic into 4 regions: Qinglong, or aged dragon on the east, Baihu, or white tiger on the west, Zhuque, the vermilion bird on the south, and Xuanwu, the black tortoise on the north. Each region was further divided into 7 constellations, making a total of 28. Each constellation goes with an animal and one of the 7 luminaries, that is, the famous 5 agents plus the sun and the moon. For example, Kangjin Lun, the second of aged dragon on the east, represents the dragon's neck. The astronomers matched up with the gold in the 5 agents, hence its name. And the god Xuanwu, whom Wukong asked help from, is the personification of the sky region on the north. In ancient Chinese culture, this region was usually depicted as a black turtle intertwined with a snake, which became the 2 generals under Xuanwu's command in the novel. Another divine character making an appearance in the story, Bodhisattva Guoshivang, was based on Sangha, an eminent monk living in Tang Dynasty. He was originally a Middle Asian missionary who traveled to China in 7th century. Contemporary books record that he worked miracles and was widely worshipped as the incarnation of Bodhisattva Guanyin. The emperor granted him the title of national sage, and after he peacefully passed away, he was remembered as Guo Shivang, which literally means the great national sage. Many worshippers even saw him as the master of various local deities, including Prince Zhang and the 4 great generals, that is, the 4 fallen captains in the game. Likewise, Bodhisattva Maitreya, the future Buddha, was a paramount figure in original Buddhism. But in China nowadays, he was commonly depicted as a fat, smiling monk. This kind of appearance was based on Budai, a 9th century monk who was believed to be the incarnation of Maitreya. His nickname Budai, which literally means a cloth bag, referred to the bag he carried as he wandered aimlessly. And now you know where the powerful magic bag in the novel was derived from. Okay, the story I'm telling you today about Black Myth Wukong Chapter 3 is coming to an end. As usual, please subscribe to this Little Piggy's channel for more background knowledge of Wukong, and don't hesitate to comment to help me improve. See you next time!